Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Kaydence. Today I'm going to do a little sit down and get ready with me, and I'm also going to be unboxing my Japan Haul prize that I got for winning the No Make No Life Glow May contest. I will put the photo right here, the one that I entered in the contest and won. So I kind of already know what my prize is, but I'm going to unbox it right here, and then I'm going to include it in my little get ready with me. The way they tape this box is very secure, but at the same time, I don't know if I can open it. So this is my prize, and they sent it in this big box. So this is what the first initial packaging looks like. It's the Red Nude Rouge. I don't want to rip the packaging, but I feel like I might have to do that to get this open. Oh, I got it. I like the packaging, and that's what it looks like when I unbox it. So I actually looked up this product, and what you're supposed to do is, this is basically your colorful primer, and you apply that to all on your lips, and then you go over with this one, and the amount of how much you put this on will either make it more nude or more this color. So I'm going to be trying that. It doesn't say on here, unless I'm totally missing it, which one I got, because I know there's all different types of colors you can get, but this one's the one I got. So thank you, No Make No Life. I had a lot of fun with that one. That one is actually the first contest I entered for No Make No Life, so that was pretty exciting that I won. And I actually didn't know till I think a few weeks later, and they actually emailed me and said, oh, I don't know if you saw this, but, and then that's when I got to accept my gift. So on to my makeup. I have already used my Murad Environmental Shield. This is my sunscreen and my primer. I'm going to go in and color correct my face. My NYX Cosmetics Color Corrector Concealer. I'll go ahead and correct underneath my eyes, but I just realized that I need to clip my bangs out of my way. I actually already styled my hair and chose my outfit that I'll be wearing today. I dressed a bit more casual today, but it's actually starting to get fall weather where I live, so it's pretty chilly out. Alright, and before I do anything else, I'm going to just take my little Koya headband, and I already flat ironed my bangs, but if I have to go back and touch them up, that will be okay. Alright, that works. Just finished color correcting, and now I'm going to use my Benefit Cosmetics Concealer. This one is in the shade number 1. So now I'm going to go in with my Born This Way matte foundation, and this one is in the shade Swan. I actually went to Ulta Beauty a few weeks ago, and I asked this really nice lady if she would help me shade match, and she did, and Swan ended up being the perfect one for me. But it's actually funny because I went there to get Born This Way, and that's the one that she swatched for me to help me shade match. But I actually left the store with a Becca Cosmetics one, because Becca is actually going out of, I don't know if it's business or if they're stopping to make all of their products, but anyway, she sold me this Becca one because it was on sale. I couldn't say no to her, so I actually left the store with the Becca one instead of the Too Faced one, but I figured it would be a good one to try, and I actually only wore it twice, I think, and she told me it was really long lasting, at least on her skin, and on my skin, it separated. It just wasn't all that great for me. That one is actually probably one of my least favorite foundations I've used, so a few days later I actually went back and I bought this Too Faced one. And this Too Faced one so far, right next to my Maybelline one, is my favorite one. She was really nice, and I really appreciate her help. It was nice to try the Becca one, but I don't think I'll be trying one of their foundations again. Finished my foundation, and I went ahead and set with my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal setting powder. And now I'm going to go in with my favorite bronzer. This one's the Too Faced Sun Puppy bronzer, and I like to just do it on a really big fluffy brush and then just apply it to add some color back to my face. I'm actually going to switch to a big Sigma large powder brush. Usually this one is the one that I use. I don't know why I grabbed that smaller one. Now I'm going to use my new single press powder. It's in the shade Hop On, and I actually got this when I unboxed my Colourpop secret stash. I will leave the link in one of the eyes and down below. This is technically an eyeshadow, but I'm going to use it for a blush because I think this color is really pretty and it is very pigmented. I definitely don't need a lot of it to give me that color. I have a very pale skin, so this gives me some color back, which I appreciate. Definitely takes a minute to work into my skin, but I think the result looks like it's worth it. I'll have to see how it wears today. It looks really pretty. It looks like a natural blush. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my highlighter. It's my Makeup Revolution. What I like to do is I like to just pick it up on a real fluffy brush, or sometimes I'll even use my finger, and I'm just looking in the mirror in front of me. I like to just highlight my cheekbones. I try not to bring it too far in this area because I actually have texture there and I don't want the highlighter to emphasize that. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my brows. I'm gonna use my Goof Proof brow pencil by Benefit in the shade number 2, and then I'm just going to set them with the 24-hour brow setter, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and this is how my base is looking so far. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how my base is looking. I wanted to do something a little natural today. Well, who am I kidding? I do that pretty much every day. But I wanted to do something a little special today because I have unfortunately been out with a migraine for the past couple days. And usually when I get a migraine, my face puffs up and gets a little swollen. So today my face is a little puffy, so I want to do something a little bit special, natural makeup to make me feel a little better. But anyway, that aside, I think I'm going to use my It's a Nude Colourpop palette. And I really like this one. I've used this one 2 times so far. It is new. And today I already know what I want to do. I want to use this really pretty pink right here, and I think I'm going to use these 2 neutrals because they kind of go with my outfit. So I'm just going to do a really pretty naturally shimmery eye, and I actually bought Colourpop brushes with this because they were having like a 2-for-1 kind of deal. So I actually went ahead and just bought the palette and the brushes, but I'm actually going to be using my favorite Morphe brushes. I like to prime my eyes, especially if I'm going to be using shimmer, which is pretty much every day, because I feel like it just enhances the eyeshadow and the shimmers. I just primed my eyes, and now I'm going to go in and use the color Bonafide. It's this pretty gray white kind of color, and I'm just going to swirl my brush in there and tap off the excess, and I'm just going to pat this all over my eye to just kind of set that primer that I just applied. What is your favorite eyeshadow palette? Like, what is a palette that you reach for every day when you do your makeup? I'm really curious because I feel like a lot of people that I know, they use a Tarte palette, and I really like the Tarte palette, but I feel like Colourpop palettes are my favorite because they do have a nice variety of options and they are always very pigmented and pretty. So now I'm going to use Midnight Run. It's this neutral brown color, and I'm just going to tap a little bit on that brush. I kind of want to do a halo eye actually, so I'm going to tap some of that on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm also going to do that on my inner corner. I feel like it's been a good while since I've done a nice halo eye. Usually I always do the half shimmer on my lid, but I feel like I do that a lot. So now I'm going to do a halo. I feel like whenever I use this palette, I think all 3 looks I have used this color eyeshadow. I'm just patting that onto my eye, kind of building up the color right there. And then once I build it up, that's when I'm going to take another color and blend that. I'm going to pick up my green fluffy one, fluffier than the other one, and I'm going into the color right next to it, and it's called Everywhere. It's this really pretty like neutral pink. It's a really deep pink, so I think that will look really pretty with the colors I'm going to use. And I'm going to start on the outer corner, and then I'm going to bring my brush kind of like a windshield wiper motion, and I'm going to blend that into the inner corner. And I'm also going to use circular motions. Go back into that Bonafide, the one that I used to set, and I am going to just kind of lightly pass that over the edges of this makeup look so that will make them not appear as harsh. Midnight Run, that neutral brown that I used, and I'm just going to apply that to the outer and inner corners. Since I blended some of that away when I blended it with the pink, I'm just going to go back over, kind of bring that color back to life. So that's how it's looking. So I'm just going to pick up that neutral brown, that Midnight Run, and I'm going to do the same things, just patting it on the outer and inner corner. And then once I'm happy with the pigment that I have, I'm going to blend it with Everywhere and just do those windshield wiper motions and also circular motions to blend those two colors together. I'm going to choose the color Reunion. I'm just going to go on the middle portion of my eye where there is no shadow, and I'm just going to tap that. I'm going to tap it just slightly over my crease, so when I'm looking straight ahead you can see that pink shimmer. And I'm just going to lightly tap where the shimmer meets that shadow. So far that looks really pretty. But I'm a little extra, so I'm going to go into Full Circle. This is a really pretty deeper pink. Definitely is a very dark, kind of has a little bit of gold in it. Apply that just on my lash line. So not all over, just in the middle portion of my eye, but just at the bottom. I'm bad at doing both eyes at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish this eye. Kind of want to do a really shimmery lower lash line. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with that Midnight Run just to kind of lay some color down. And I'm just going to use a tapered dense brush for this, just so I can really concentrate and build up the color. And I'm going to connect it to the top lash line. And then I'm just going to go in and blend it, not picking up any product. I'm just going to blend that together. And the color that's really stood out to me this whole time is this New Moon. And this one looks like the one that's gonna, yep, it's slightly textured. So it's like a pressed powder kind of texture. And I'm just gonna swap. That looks just like fall. Like if fall was a shadow, it's like this deep burgundy shadow, but it has like yellows and oranges and pinks, like pressed powders. It has that shimmer on top of it. It's so pretty. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if it will apply with this dense brush. Since it is like a textured kind of product, it doesn't pick up right as easy on a brush. I feel like a Q-tip would even work well with this kind of shimmer, but I'm gonna pick it up on my pinky now. Okay, so what I have been sitting here doing is I've just been playing around with the different ways that I could apply this pressed powder, and I found the best was with my pinky. And since it was smaller, I just tapped it along my lower lash line, and then I blended it out with this fluffy brush to kind of dust away any fallout. And I kind of feel like this was the perfect powder to kind of do this, so I kind of brought it out, kind of like a reverse cat eyeliner. And I also went and took this color Love Song. It's this really pretty like light gold, and I put that on the inner corner, and I also added some of it on my lower lid just above my upper lash line. And I also tapped some more of this pretty autumny one in the inner corner just to kind of tie in that whole lower lash line. So that's how this looks so far. I'm going to do the other one off camera just really quickly, and then I'm going to pop on and apply some lashes. I finished this eye off camera, and I was looking at the look and I was kind of like, oh, I want to add something to it. And I add gems to almost every look I do, like it's almost a problem, but I thought that it would be perfect to add either the smallest ones or the medium ones, kind of in this little gap right here where the lower lash line extends and then the top lash line, because there's kind of a gap right there, and I kind of want to see what it would look like if I put gems on it. And I'm going to choose these really pretty peachy kind of gems. And what I do is I just use my Duo lash glue. The gems that I use are already sticky, but to make sure that they really stay on there all day long, I'm going to apply 3 small ones and see how they look, but I just like to dot that lash glue on. And then using this gem tool, I got it off Amazon. It actually came with a pack of gems that I ordered a long time ago that I actually used all of them. So I don't know which brand it is, but I'm sure if you go on Amazon and just type in like gem picker, it will show up. So there's 1, 2, and let's add the 3rd one. I try to make them symmetrical, but it's art, so sometimes they are not. I'm going to curl my lashes now, and I just use a Tarte wand curler. I have short lashes, so I do try to curl them just so they blend a little bit better with the false lashes that I'm going to apply. And my favorite mascara is this Lancome idole one. I like it so much that I actually bought this travel one to try, and I have actually used almost all of it. Every time I go to apply this one, I'm like scraping the bottom to try and get some more mascara. So maybe I will purchase the full size one, because I really do like the curl that my lashes get when I use this one. And it's actually funny because at first when I applied this one, I didn't like it. Like, I didn't understand what the hype around it was, but I kept on testing it, and I feel like the way to use it is definitely to curl your lashes, and if you start at the bottom and kind of blink into it and wiggle it up, you'll focus it more on the roots, so you really get that black mascara color. And then you kind of just go up, comb it through your lashes, and then if you use at the end, if you use the little, if you turn it vertically and kind of pick the lashes apart and kind of separate them, you really get the most volume and length that way. I like the curve of this wand. I think these are my favorite types of wands, honestly. Since I'm going to go over with false lashes, I'm just going to do 1 coat, but if you were going to wear this on its own, which I have done sometimes, I try to do 2 or 3 coats. And the good thing about this one is that it doesn't get clumpy. That is just 1 coat, and I feel like that definitely made a difference for how short my lashes are. I like to tightline my eyes with black, so that way I don't have that weird kind of skin gap peeking through when I have my lashes on. And I actually bought this new Colourpop cream black liner, and I haven't used this, so I'm going to use this right now. So my first impression of this product, I like it. For some reason I feel like it didn't wow me like I thought it would, because usually what I use is I use my NYX Precision Black Gel Eyeliner, and I feel like that one is super black, so it's really nice. But for this one, I feel like I had to do a couple coats to really build up that black. But I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to use it on this eye now. And I just realized that in that secret stash box, I got this Colourpop Act Natural Defining Mascara, and I forgot to use it. I'll have to do that. I plan on doing a reel sometime soon, and I'm going to use that Labelle of the Ball Animal Crossing palette that I got, so I will definitely include that mascara with that look. It's even sitting out on my vanity so I don't forget, but of course I forgot. On my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with this Iced Mocha. It's like a gold jumbo eye pencil, and I'm going to waterline my lower lash line. Fills in that skin color gap. It kind of makes the look pop a little more. So I have just applied my lashes, and I wish I could tell you what pair I used, but those have actually just been sitting around for a while, and I just reuse them when I can. Sometimes I clean them with my face wash so they last a little bit longer, but I can tell you I got them from Marshall's. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Kate Tokyo little No Make No Life prize that I got, and the instructions say what to do is just take this little red first, and first of all, it is so creamy. Just swipe this on. It's scented, but I can't place the smell. It's easy to apply, which I really like, and it's, like I said, it's very creamy. I feel like honestly Japan and Korea make some of the best lip products. They make really awesome products overall, but I feel like I always end up falling in love with their lip products. They actually have like a little, I don't know what they would call it, like a little trailer kind of for this look, and I actually watched it. And I'm going to leave that below because it's kind of funny because they have like this narrator, and he kind of reminds me of like, you know how you would watch a trailer for like an 80s movie, and there would always see like this male narrator just like narrating the entire trailer. That's kind of what it reminded me of, and I'm going to leave it below in case you want to get a laugh just watching their trailer. I'm not going to overline my lips today, but I am going to kind of define the Cupid's bow. So that's how it looks so far, and I really like it. My first impression is that it is very creamy and very easy to use. I really like this little thing. Now it says what you can do is you can swipe it into this little like gold. It's adding the shimmer to my lips, so that's cool. I'm just going to do very little of this shimmery gold color because I actually really think this color is really pretty, and it actually matches my eye makeup really well, so I'm just going to do very little of it. So I like this a lot more than I thought I would. I didn't have any like bad expectations of it, but it's definitely way better than I was expecting. It feels very lightweight and very moisturizing. So I think that's as far as I'm going to go with the color. And I'm going to just place it back in there, and I'm definitely going to use this, and it's super easy, and it is compact, so this would be easy to like throw in your purse or if you were traveling. I'm going to use my Morphe Mini Continuous Setting Mist. So I finished my makeup, and now I'm just going to take my little Koya headband down, and I'm going to cross my fingers and hope I don't have to restyle my bangs, which it looks like I do. That's okay. It is a get ready with me, right? So I'll just do that right now on camera. Gotta plug in my flat iron. So this brings me to the end of my video. I appreciate you watching my little unboxing of my Kate Tokyo Rouge unboxing. Again, thank you to No Make No Life for picking me as the contest winner for the May No Make No Life Glow, and I hope you enjoyed my little get ready with me today. I will leave a picture of my outfit right here if you are curious, because you saw me do my hair and my makeup, so now all that's left is my little outfit. All the products that I use will be in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.